right, hey guys, how's it going? All right. How's everybody doing tonight? All right. What's going on? How's everybody doing? All right, get all this stuff straightened out. And we're getting straightened out, all right. So, how's it hanging, guys? Hey, Joseph, how's it going? Hopefully you guys are gonna be not too nerdy tonight. No, I stayed home tonight. Actually, I went somewhere yesterday. I went on a little bit of a mission yesterday. Checked out a couple new items. Yeah, just been taking it easy tonight, working on videos and working on a bunch of stuff. So, yeah, I know. Yeah, and I got my nerdy guy. And these are squishy nerds. These are the squishy ones, and that's the plush nerd. So yes, and before I get too into it, I just wanted to let you guys know, did get some stuff in. I know you guys have been asking about the merchandising, so I actually did. I had a bunch of hats made up, so hopefully you guys did have a couple of hats made up with the logo on it. I know it's backwards on here, but I was working on that one, so I don't know if it's, I guess they turned out pretty good. I thought they'd be embroidered, but I guess can't have everything. I'll keep trying, but anyways, I had those made up. Yeah, now the other thing is, I don't know, I just sent away for this one. You guys know, if you follow the channel at all, you know that one of my favorite cars is the Firebird or Trans Am, whatever you want to call it. I sent away for this one. This is kind of cool. This one. It's a Johnny Lightning Firebird 1978. This is the Bandit car. Surprised they don't have the decal on the hood. That's kind of weird. But anyway, that's the sent away for that one. Yeah, so this is Johnny Lightning. This one's on the card. It's kind of cool. It's got all the stuff on it. That's what was my yeah, the Bandit was cool. I like this is my favorite version of the car, was the 77/78 Firebird, especially the Bandit package with the eagle on the hood and all that. So that's what it is. Maybe I can get my car with the logo on it. I don't know. Put it on the hood. That'd be cool. But anyways, so yeah, definitely some stuff. I've just been looking at stuff. I collect the stuff that I like. You know, everybody says, well, what do you collect this, or do you? I just collect the stuff I like. I know it's not, you know, worth the most money, or it's not the most popular or whatever, but something I prefer, something that I like, and that's what I go with. So I'm sure you guys have maybe something that you like. If you like, I don't know, different people collect different plushies. They collect toys or pictures or whatever. Everybody has their favorite likes and dislikes, I guess. Some people get a little bit wild with all their stuff. Oh, Kevin, hey, from Phoenix. Yeah, I was there back in the 80s. Yeah, 80s and 90s. I know about it. Nothing personal, but I'm not going back. Did not care for it back there. 115, a little too hot for me. And what, like 200 days where it was 100 and above. I hated the summer. It was awful. I mean, I burned myself getting the seatbelt in the car. I did not care for the summer at all. It was not a fun thing. I was only there while I was going to school, and didn't like it. I was actually nice to go. No, you can buy one. Apparently it's $10.99 here. I don't know. Maybe it's it varies. Maybe it's a little different wherever you're at. But I think it's still for a little while. Ah, okay. Well, like I said, I haven't been there for a few years, so I'm not really sure. I just know that it was very hot when I was there. Like I said, it was different, but also again that was back in the 80s and the 90s. So, and it came back to California where it's not quite as bad, but still is a little bit warm. Actually, been very mild here. We're only in the 70s and maybe into the 80s, so unseasonably cool, which is surprising for this time of year. Normally, like we're high 90s and hundreds, but I'm happy with exactly how it is. 70s and 80s are perfect. Actually, it's been a little bit chilly, a little bit cold. So anyway, that's either here nor there. But yeah, Tassie's on his bag tonight. He got a new bag and he was squishing on it and doing all this crazy stuff. But anyways, so what you guys been up to? Hopefully, I went ahead and checked out a few. I checked out a few things the other day. I'm trying to remember what I was doing. If you guys saw the new review, I put up the Subway Hot Honey Pepperoni. That was actually Mike's Hot Honey. That was different. That one was okay. Hey Matt, how's it going? Are you nerdy? I don't know. But yeah, yeah, actually I did that a little while ago. They may not have it anymore. I'm not sure. I know they've got some other stuff. Really not snacking on anything much tonight. I am having some drinks. I actually tried this one earlier. We've got this one. Squid Game. This is Squid Game. They're calling it spicy mayo chip. I don't know. That's what I went with the Squid Game. Apparently it is not squid, which is probably good. And I actually found this one. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but is this, I don't know if this is a rebranding or if this is a different offshoot. I found this one. No, maybe you guys maybe know a little more than me. Is this one the original, or did they just rebrand it? This is Mountain Dew, and it says Baja Tropical Lime. Now, it was just called Baja Blast, or did they add the Tropical Lime? Or is it rebranded? I don't know. Yeah, you can get these in the store. They're pretty much available. Mountain Dew. And I still have this one. I got some more of this one. Some Mountain Dew Dragon Fruit. So if you're into that one, do that one. And not to be, I'll give you guys a little bit of a preview too. Not to be outdone. All right, dude. We're gonna channel. I'm gonna channel something here and see if I can do this one. All right, dude. So we're like totally gonna go do this one. This is like a totally cool one. It's like righteous, totally gnarly, bitchin' for sure. You know, dude. They got this. They got this now. It's out and available, dude. You guys can get it in your store too. You know, It's not too grody, but maybe you guys can, like, check it out. I don't know for sure. Ian Spicoli and uh, Dimone, Hamilton, maybe even, you guys can go check it out. You ready for this one, guys? Fast Times, I don't know. They got this one. Yeah. All right, dude. Totally bitching and gnarly. Totally, for sure, dude. Right on, gnarly. Grody doesn't gag you with a spoon. It's back to the 80s. Crush, back to the 80s. Dude, where's my car? I don't know, dude. But you can go back to the 80s. Hop in your DeLorean. Go on back to the 80s. Hit that 121 gigawatts. And go back to the future. I don't know. Yeah, so that's a new one. Limited time, apparently. And it's blue raspberry, so I don't know. He could have picked something a little bit different. Oh, and I saw a new preview. I don't know. I'm on the fence about this one because I liked the original one, and then the remake was terrible. And now they got another one called Tron Ares. It's going to be a new movie. Another chapter in the Tron legacy. Yeah, because they did the other one. The sequel to Tron, like later, it was kind of like, It was Tron Legacy, and now it's going to be called Tron Ares, and that's coming out, I believe, October. So, I don't know. I like the original one. The original one was cool back in the 80s, the cutting edge special effects, you're playing gaming in the grid and all that stuff, but now, I don't know. And we'll see how that one works. I know they're trying to dust off all the remakes and the rebranding. Yeah, the original Tron. I used to play the video game all the time. The Tron video game, the light cycles, the CPU. Yeah, Tron Legacy was all right. I thought it was going to be so much better because I liked the original one. Because I read the book and then I watched the movie, and the light cycles, the master CPU, the discs of... I played that other one called the Discs of Tron, which was kind of cool. But I don't know, that was something original for its day. All those original ones that were cutting edge back then, now they're nothing. The special effects are just like kind of weak. Yeah, and then the light cycle was always fun, and then the CPU, master CPU, never could get that one. Always killed on that one. The simplicity of the video games back in the 80s were kind of cool. I remember they had the Journey video game where you had to jump on the drums and run the turnstiles, and then you had the little scarab ship and all that. I don't know. It's maybe they've redone everything by now. Simple games are not as easy. But yeah, I've been catching wind of new stuff, and I've been catching wind of different items. So we'll keep an eye out for them. Hopefully, some of the reboots will work. Some of them, I don't know. Sweaty. No. Not. No. I'm no sweaty balls for you tonight. No sweaty. No chocolate salty ones either. Yeah, cheers. All right. Yeah, don't be too nerdy. But anyway, so yeah. But yeah, I did have a couple of hats made up. Working on some other stuff. A lot of weird items out there. A lot of new releases. I've been hearing bits and pieces of things coming out. Nah, just nerds. Nerds. Did you guys watch all of the Nerds movies? Even the really sucky Nerds 4. What was it? Nerds in Paradise. Was it Nerds? The Next Generation. Nerds in Love, I think, was the last one. Fortunately, I don't know. That was one of them was in 3D. I remember, but yeah, once after 2, yeah, they weren't as funny. And I think one of them didn't even have anything to do with the original Nerds. I think Booger was like the only one that was in Nerds at all. But anyway, definitely some of the sequels. Revenge of the Nerds was the first and only one. After that, don't even try. Gotta love the first one. The original one, back in the day, that one cracked me up. Because I remember I saw, believe it or not, I still remember this. I went to the movies and I saw Ninja 3: The Domination, which really sucked. It was terrible. The special effects were really bad. After I left that one, I'm like, okay, this one sucks. And then I said, well, let's go see what else they have. So I snuck over and went to Nerds, Revenge of the Nerds, and I cracked up, watched that movie. That made up for it. back in the day when they didn't have, home theaters or anything like that. You had to watch stuff in the movie. You actually had to go to the movie and watch your movies. But yeah, Revenge of the Nerds, one of the classics. Everything about it was a crack up. Still watch it every now and then on TV. And maybe on demand or anything like that. Yeah, definitely a real class, a true classic. So let's see what else. So yeah, I did the hot honey Subway sandwich. You could try that one as well. What was the other? Yeah, Betamax. Do they still? I don't think they do that anymore. Mostly, remember the Betamax was advertised in the adult magazines. That was the preferred format for adult movies, I think. I don't know why. I know some people swore by it. They said it was better quality, better machine. I don't really know. I didn't know it was different size tapes. I don't know if the technology was any better, or I know the library is very limited. They didn't have very much on Betamax. More VHS, kind of like the whole PC Mac thing. I remember back in the day, everything was on PC, very little for Mac. Couldn't get very much Mac software, especially the games and the new releases. They were always on PC, but not Mac. So, but some people, definitely two different schools, kind of like the iPhone Android rivalry that's out there. Either you're an iPhone person or you're an Android person, either Apple or your PC. I don't know about Sony, Betamax versus VHS. Although some people got into the Laserdisc. It was supposedly a better quality. Yeah, true. But yeah, Laserdisc, that was a actually pretty good one. I remember going over to my friend's house and he had a whole setup, man. He had the surround sound with the speakers from the ceiling and behind the couch that he'd put in. And he had a laser disc with like a Universal Remote, and it was like a whole home theater surround sound thing. It was kind of cool, and he had Laserdisc. I was watching T2 over there. That was pretty cool. I mean, the whole room shook. You could hear the sound effects, and it was like totally immersive. That was back before all this, other sound effects, and you had to get all the different. And remember, you had the 5 speakers. You had the 2 in the front, 2 in the rear, and then you had a woofer that you put somewhere. And then you had the big bass cabinet. Yeah, that was OG. That was back in the day. That had to been like 80s, whenever T2 came out. And he put it on Laserdisc, and I was watching that. It was like, whoa, cool. So yeah, it's now it's nothing. You can get your DVD, Blu-ray, high def or whatever now. So it's all different. But OG, back in the day, Laserdisc was the way to go. That was premium quality. Well, you still can find them. I don't know that many places put out CD players or CDs anymore. Maybe they still do. Yeah, I like The Sopranos. I recently went back and rewatched the series again, and I watched the movies. The newest one was at Many Saints of Newark. I watched that one. That was okay. So yeah, originally when I watched it, that was good. So some of them had to crack up. Was I watching something? It was like the countdown of was it 100 best episodes of series, and I think one of the Sopranos, the Pine Barrels, was like probably like number 4. That one was my favorite one. Where they get caught up in the woods chasing after the interior decorator. I don't know. Yeah, he's some kind of interior decorator. He's Czechoslovakian, man. He's killed a bunch of rebels. Yeah, that was great. That was back before all the high tech stuff that you could track everybody by their signal or whatever. But yeah, it was classic episodes. All the old OG Sopranos and some of those other series. What have I've been watching? What did I watch? Watched the one Murderbot, was all right. And I've been watching the new Star Trek Strange New Worlds. Apparently they're going to have another one coming up for the new season. Trying to get into a new series. I haven't found a good one. Yeah. Nah, I don't know. He got away, apparently. And from what I understood, the guy got away. They never found him. So they don't know if the guy, snuffed it or not. Who knows? Guess he got away. They didn't get him. But yeah, you're always on the edge of your seat whether someone was going to get whacked or if someone was going to, get away. Pretty intense. All right, thanks, Dylan. Yeah, just hanging tonight. Nothing crazy. No big whoop. I could give you guys a topic, discuss amongst yourselves. Hi, hey Brent, how's it going? All right, cheers. Yeah, I heard about that. Actually, I went back and watched the first episode of The Osbournes today. I wanted to watch it. It hadn't been on for quite a while. Actually, it was quite entertaining back for its day. What was it? Early 2006 or 8, I think. And I remember I had the DVD. I think I had the first season on DVD. You could add the Aussie translator where you could put the words up where you could figure out what the heck guy was saying. And you could choose to take the bleeps out if you wanted. Instead of having the bleep every 5 seconds, you could hear what he was actually saying. It was an option, I guess you could do. I remember that. He was as a true classic. Back in the day, the reality show. Everybody had a reality show. Yeah, that's what I heard. Well, yeah, they did. Final farewell tour this time, and I really mean it. Like, what was it? Meet the Zohan. Going out of business sale every week. We're going out of business every week, because every week we have a sale, like we're going out of business, but we never go out of business. Okay, at 2 to 2.5, yeah, that sounds about right. You did not kill the Zohan. I killed the Zohan. The fizzy bobla. Oh, believe it or not, I will try to get that one up. I finally made it to the subway the other day, and I got my Happy Gilmore. I got my Happy Gilmore cup, although I was a little disappointed. So, I think I'd rather have a the Zohan meal. Smell it, smell it, smell it. Yeah. Mukintukin restaurant, yes. You no kill the Zohan. I killed the Zohan. Hacky sack break. Yeah, I have to go back and watch that one. I haven't seen that one for a little while. Yeah, that was one of the, I think some of those Adam Sandler movies, I mean, some of them were just, they're funny. They said they were terrible. What did I watch? The one that was Bedtime Stories. I kind of liked that one for whatever reason. They also said that Jack and Jill was horrible. I kind of liked it for some reason. I don't know. What was the other one? Just Go With It. That was another one that was good. Of course, we know why you watched that one. Especially for the girl, you know. Yeah, Just Go With It, and Jennifer Aniston, and then you get the swimsuit model coming out of the swims. Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes some of his were not that bad. But we'll find out what about Happy Gilmore 2. I don't really know much about it. Yeah, Brooklyn Decker, yeah. I believe it or not, somewhere I have it. I don't know. Did they stop doing the swimsuit issue? I've got a lot of the swimsuit issues from like 2010 to about 2018. But I don't know. I haven't seen the. Normally they were doing a swimsuit model every year, and the swimsuit issue. For some reason, it kind of went away. I haven't seen it, so I don't know. Maybe they don't do that anymore. They're not really doing magazines. Dunkachino, yes. Dunkachino. Don't ever show that. Yeah, he played the double part. Played the sister and he played the brother. Hoo-ah. That was classic because Al Pacino kind of like totally went out of left field on that one. But yeah, he's done a lot of different. Some of them were not so good. Some of them were okay. But anyways, A lot of classic ones to check out. What's the other one? Believe it or not, I liked it. Uh, I hadn't even seen. I haven't even seen it in the store. Hmm. Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to see about finding some of the past issues. They used to go to the the grocery store all the time, and they were like getting about $10 an issue now. I don't think that was a little bit 10, 15 bucks for a magazine. Mostly ads. So I don't know, but yeah, 15. Yeah, that sounds crazy. I mean, I think I have some of the original ones back from like the 80s, and I think they were like 350 back then. But yeah, and they were doing it online for a while, but I don't know. I have not kept up with the magazine issues. No, there for a while I had like a Maxim subscription and some of those. But Al Pacino, Al Pacino, Dunkachino. No, not really. Nah, actually, I had the Sports Illustrated, like I said, from like 15 or 16 up to like later one. Yeah, yeah, some of the old Highlander classics. Yeah, what did I watch? I was watched an episode of Highlander. I had forgotten about the one. Back and found an old episode. Started watching that one. The series, of course, original Highlander was the best one, but then you got the really bad offshoots and remakes and all that. Yeah, just ask Al. Hey, pig, where are my Playboys? I gave them away. My babies? You gave away my babies? They had Brandy Brant in them. Classics, old school, man. Yeah, I guess they're collectible. Back in in the day, I don't know. I haven't, believe it or not, I haven't even. Yeah, he had the biggins and the blackens and whatever else he had. Oldens, not the these'ns. Yeah, I didn't quite get it, but classic OG episode. Definitely, yeah, a bunch of old stuff to do. And I've been seeing all these AI generated things, and I think a lot of them are spoofs. They said they're going to redo Married with Children, but I don't see that happening for next year. I think it was a AI generated spoof. They're going to have a reboot of the Married with Children, but I don't think so. Cool. Yeah, like I said, only ones that I don't know if I even still have it. Well, it called um, yeah, Married with, Married with Bills. I don't know. Yeah, I don't see that happening because I know Christina Applegate's kind of retired from acting because she's got her medical condition, so I don't think they're going to do that one. And all the other people, I don't know. From what I heard, Married and Still Miserable. Yes, They did the remake. They did the kind of spoof on it. Was called Happily Ever After. Ah, okay, yeah. I actually watched. I watched Superman. That's all I have to say about it. I watched it. I don't know. Just these superhero movies are not. I don't know. They're not hitting like they used to. I like the old school ones. But yeah, they're getting into all these new Avengers and offshoots and all that. I don't know. Wonder Woman was horrible. Yeah, if you watched if you watched Section 31, I'm sorry. Tonight kind of I'm drinking this one. I don't know, is this I don't know if this is a remix. It's the Baja Blast Tropical Lime. And they got another one that I found. This one's totally cool, totally bitchin', totally rad, totally gnarly, for sure. Back to the 80s. Back to the 80s, dude. Crushing it. Gnarly. All right, Hamilton. This is called Crush Back to the 80s Electric Blue Raz. Electric Blue Raz, Blue Raspberry Soda. Apparently it's a limited edition. Kind of a new thing. And I actually found that one. Yeah, and then I still have some other ones. I've got another energy drink on the way. I got a bunch of other old stuff. I got some new reviews coming up for you guys. Like I said, I did the Flock of Seagulls. Yes. How far did you run? I don't know. They never really specified. If you ran so far away, why are you still running? I don't know. Back in the 80s, that was like the thing. MTV, man. I want my MTV. 80s stuff. Yeah, that was not a good one. Even the people said it was like one of the worst movies of Star Trek ever. Even worse than probably the motion picture, maybe. Believe it or not, I do. I still have it. I have not tried it. It's actually right behind the cat. Yeah, Moon Punch. It was put out for the lunar thing. I just have not tried it. They've also got now Capri Sun's got a 10-foot pack drink, or it was like a 5-foot pack, extra long pack. I saw something about it. That one's a different one. What else did they have? Yeah, a couple new drinks and new flavors and new sodas, but those were ones that I've tried, that I've been looking for. Also, a lot of different strange stuff. I've got some other things on order that yeah, I don't know. I got some stuff coming. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to do it. I got it just to get it, because I thought, well, this will be interesting, but I'm not quite sure if I'm going to be able to do it or not. So we'll find out. It's actually going to show up in a little couple of days. They got some strange stuff out there. Yeah, they did that. What was it? The Ecto Plaza for a minute. The Ecto Cooler. I don't think they're doing that one again. What else do they got? Yeah, High C. I don't know. High C hasn't really done much. Kool-Aid doesn't do anything anymore. I know there for a while they had all kinds of different flavors, but not really doing any Kool-Aid. So I don't know. Yeah. They still have High C. What was I watching? I saw something they were going over all the old flavors that used to come in a can. Oh yeah. Really? Yeah, you can make your own Kool-Aid pickles. Just throw some Kool-Aid mix in a... Yeah, I've seen that. I'm still waiting for the multi-pack to come back in stock. Yeah, they got Tang. They got 2 Tang Abe flavors that I saw. Kind of expensive though. You have to buy a whole case of them. And you have to get the one flavor. They do not have a variety pack, unfortunately. But yeah, there are actually some other ones coming out. Yeah, I don't know. Depends on what your Walmart has. I think mine's got a Subway. They had a McDonald's in some of them. Yeah, I don't know. I usually don't even go to Walmart anymore. Just not a destination. I'll order online, have them delivered sometimes. Some of them are Walmart exclusives. Yeah, I think they did. My Walmart's changed a lot of stuff. They've had all kinds of different stuff. Yeah, what is it? The mall's got that one. Yeah, I guess that's yeah, summertime, the fair foods, deep fried foods. Um yeah, actually if you want I did the poll. The new poll was, what is your preferred water? Do you like plain water? Do you like flavored water, sparkling water, water with fruit or whatever? Yeah, okay. Yeah. That does happen. Oh, thanks, Matt. Appreciate it. I haven't seen those. I actually have to go to the store. I got to look down the frozen food aisle because apparently they have um, some different pizzas and frozen stuff. I haven't seen some of them though. I've been waiting to try them. They got a French fry crust pizza. They got the Cheez-Its pizza, but not at my particular market. So I don't know. I'm gonna have to go check it out. And they're very slow in getting all the chips and the drinks in my particular grocery store. So I don't know. I've been actually hitting the different places, getting all the new releases, trying to keep up with them. They're not out in the stores yet, and when I went to the cheese website, they were sold out. So I don't know if they're going to put the release out again, or if you have to wait for them to come out. I know a lot of them are going to be coming out like in a couple of months. I've seen new releases, snacks, chips, drinks, new kind of releases, a lot of different stuff. So yeah, But I've been trying to keep up with all the new releases and the new stuff out there. And I'll get them to you as soon as I can. And I think Friday we got something coming up that I was able to check out. Yeah, they got that. Apparently a Baconator Cheez-Its. I know they did the Baconator chips, but now they've got Cheez-Its Baconator style. I think they said not till September, though. That was one of those ones that sold out like within an hour when it went on the website. They only had a limited amount. Yeah. Everybody Wang chunked. Yeah, you can get your Domino's on. You can get the new special. I don't know why. I've been seeing it advertised for $9.99. It's $10.99 here. Maybe I'm special. They charge more. Prices are getting outrageous, I'm telling you. Maybe. Yeah, I don't know. One of those things. And, like I said, some of these things I've ordered and they're like on back order. Finally got those stupid goldfish crackers. They were on back order forever. Don't know what the delay was. A supply issue. They couldn't. They didn't keep them in stock. The supplier was out of them. Back order. I don't know. Yeah. Some of them sometimes, just don't show up. But yeah, just have to keep your eyes open for the new food releases and new items that are coming out. I know they're coming out with a bunch of new releases, and I've heard the Jack in the Box as of Friday they're gonna have a new item from Jack in the Box, so I'm gonna have to check that one out. Exclusive to Jack in the Box. Not that. What else did they have? Yeah, Wendy's still got that sour extreme Powerade, 3 different flavors. That's exclusive to Wendy's, so you can try that one as well. And also, if you wanted to do the Takis one with that, that's a little bit different. I've also heard they're coming out with something new. Yeah, Jack in the Box is coming out with an exclusive item as of Friday. Only available. So, kind of like Little Caesars. Yeah, that's about right. They're gonna tax on everything over here. They're crazy expensive with all the fees and everything. No, they're gonna do something instead. After all, it is Wendy's. And I don't know, do you follow, I think it's Hulu or Netflix, I'm not sure which. If you follow the releases on there, Wendy's, Wednesday. just saying. Because I know Burger King kind of did it, but I don't ever watch that one. I never watched that series. I wasn't into the Addams Family all that much. But it's not even a happy meal. I guess maybe it's a sad meal. Wednesday meal, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, they come out with all kinds of celebrity things. No, it's going to be I'll just tell you guys, it's going to be the Wednesday Addams meal with a Wendy's Wednesday burger, I guess. I think it's going to be purple. Kind of like Burger King did. And I guess they're going with the whole goth goth thing, I guess. We're gonna change over Wendy's to the goth, the black hair and the lipstick. Yeah, those are pretty good. Although they cost more if you get a pan style, so they're gonna upcharge you. Um, no, I was never really a big fan of the monsters, or Adam's Family wasn't even all. I don't know. Just some of the ones that they weren't very funny. Wasn't into the, what was it? Some of the other. I, I Dream a Genie was okay. The what was it, Monsters? Some of those other ones, I don't know. I couldn't get into them. Some of the old sitcoms, I just never got into them. Bewitched, nah, not so much. And you got McHale's Navy and some of those other ones that are around a lot. I just I don't know. Maybe they just weren't all that funny to me. But you never know. Yeah, the original one with the movie remake. Although, believe it or not, I didn't even know that guy's still around. John Astin. I thought he wasn't even around anymore, but apparently he is still around. Yeah, what did I see? Stranger Things. They got they got some other Stranger Things stuff I saw. Oh, cookies. They're coming out with Stranger Things Chips Ahoy that I saw. Strawberry chips with dark chocolate. Yeah, I remember that. But yeah, they got the new the Stranger Things cookies that are coming out. They're all black with red chips. Guess that's the logo. The screen is red words on a black background. So I don't know. They're tying everything in. So you want to get strange? Go for it. Yeah, I don't know. I think I like the OG, the original regular crust. I don't know. Pan's too thick, and sometimes the yeah. See, I don't know. Some of these new series I'm not even into. I haven't. Honestly, I have not seen Wednesday. Not if you get the chewy ones. I had a cauliflower crust pizza, some brand I don't even remember. I didn't care for it. There are a couple places around here that have or had cauliflower crust pizza. I'm not I don't know. Not too into it. Although there are a couple new places I want to try. There's a new Indian style pizza that I want to try. But yeah, I got to check that one out. Couple other new places that have opened up. I want to check out. I've been seeing bits and pieces of it, but I still got all the hit the regular places around. And yeah, that one would be good. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, put them in point. Although if you get the chewy ones, you can get I think they still have the Chips Ahoy ice cream sandwich. You could put that with ice cream and make yourself a real ice cream sandwich cookie. So check it out. Make yourself some real ice cream sandwich cookies. Never know. Although cost of ice cream now is crazy. Nah, chewy chips Ahoy are the best. Although I still like what was the other one? Not Chips Ahoy, but some of the other brands are okay. What was the one? Pepperidge Farms has got some pretty good ones. Yeah, man. Ice cream is $6, $7 for a gallon, and they're not even on sale. So I'm waiting for some of them to go on sale. I'm trying to get even the store brand ones. Yeah, just going to the grocery stores, sticker shock. Yeah, that's true. Well, here you go. All right. Have a good one, Brett. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it. Have a good one. Yeah, trying to go on a little early tonight. Oh, still got a lot of stuff, a lot of reviews. I got a box of stuff. Hmm. Always on the lookout for new stuff. See, why don't I have a Taco John's? Oh, and I did see the ones. Sadly enough, I doubt that I'm gonna make it. I'd like to try to get there, but it is a little bit of a drive. And the one place is actually their last day is going to be Friday, so um, but that's all the way in San Jose. It's about a 2-hour drive. The Iguana's Burritozilla is closing for good, and I wanted to go back, but I don't think I'm gonna make it. The home of the Burritozilla, the giant burrito. Apparently, they only had one location open, and that's going to be closing down as of this weekend. So, end of an era. I did do the one review. So, I was able to try it. Yeah, unfortunately, I guess the people that run it are retiring, so they're closing it. It's been doing good. Had a little bit of a hiccup the other day. No pizza tonight. Had to had to go get a new tire. It's a Hyundai Sonata. Apparently, I hit a nail or something, so I had to take it down. And yeah, I bought this one new. But now it's 3 years old, believe it or not. What did I have for dinner? I didn't really have anything much for dinner. I guess you could qualify this as dinner. Squid Game chips. No, tonight I'm just having the 80. I'm crushing the 80s. Yeah, well, it was unrepairable, so I had to get a whole new tire. Yeah, there is an In and Out, and that was the thing. After I got the tire, I went to In and Out, which is like right next to the tire place. So I got my double double, and they raised the price again. No, but it does beep at me. It doesn't. It beeps, it dings, it does all kinds of crazy stuff. Tells me if I'm not going and even put my hands back on the steering wheel. The other car is pulling away. What else does it say? Well, the radio station or whatever. No. But mostly it does beep if I'm take my hands off or if I'm going in a different lane or whatever. And it does have car pack. so I can pack it. I've only used that one time. Smart pack. So I guess if someone parked too close and I couldn't get in the driver's door, I could back it out with the remote and get into it myself. If that was the case. That does happen occasionally. They park a little close. Smart pack. You could pack it in Dorchester. Well, no, it actually is a remote. You can back it up or you can back it forward with the remote. That's about it. It doesn't actually park itself. It goes forward and goes back. Yeah, but Totino's has got everything stuffed in it. Baked in the crust. Remote control baked in the crust. You got a fifth of vodka baked in the crust. What else you got baked in the crust? Oh, here's my remote. My car keys. I was looking for those. Baked in the crust. Oh yeah, with the I watched Beer Fest, Super Troopers. Right, meow. Time to pull over, meow. Then Broken Lizard, that's the name of the one. I watched Club Dread, was not as good. Super Troopers, Super Trooper 2 was eh. Broken Lizard, yeah. Beer Fest was all right. Super Troopers was the best one. No. Slam and Sam, yeah, that one was okay. Actually, the better one was called Waiting. I don't really do Lunchables. I saw the adult Lunchables. Waiting and then Waiting 2 was not as good, but originally the Waiting was good. Yeah, especially when the one girl got all crazy yelling at the customers. And the one guy never said anything the whole time, except for at the very end when he went off on everybody. Oh, we got a biatch. Yeah, so yeah, another classic one. Some of those old comedies are funny. I don't know. Really? What I see was the adult Lunchables, and it was like steak and Fireball together. I don't know. I think if you make your own Lunchables, just get yourself some chips, Triscuits, or crackers, lunch meat. Yep. Remember that one. Yeah, I did see some new Lunchables too. I don't even know, but they're kind of expensive for what. And then you get the generic store brand Lunchables, which are just a couple pieces of uh, cold cuts and little crackers. And some of them had like a mint. They might have had like a Capri Sun, but I don't know. Actually, I did do the Lunchables, the dessert ones, and it was like, um, what was it? Cookies and cream with gummy worms and some other ones that were actually dessert Lunchables. I had those; those were okay. But um, Really? I don't know. Really? You actually met him? I don't know. I know he doesn't maybe he took a break, I don't know. I don't know his situation. So, that's on him. Everybody's got his own thing, so. But no. Lives are tough though, especially if you've got other things going on. Okay. Yeah, true. What else? What did I see? A lot of strange. There are a lot of strange stuff coming out, so keep your eyes out for different stuff. And I think tonight's review is something along the lines of a cookie, if I remember right. Yeah, I've had Pringles. I've got a couple of Pringles reviews coming up soon. Unique flavors. They had them. Or no, it was Swoops. They had the other ones that were like chocolate swoop chips. I remember those back in the 80s or 90s. They don't make those anymore. Yeah, there's, believe it or not, I got a lot of different Pringles reviews. Rips, I think I've had that. It's like a sour candy. I think I might have had that one. I don't remember. Um, but yeah, there's a lot of strange stuff out there. They have a crumble, but I have not gone to it. They I don't know. I just not into the $5 cookie. But yeah, I got a bunch of stuff that I still gotta check out. And you get your get your nerds on. Did I I did the Selena Gomez couple weeks ago. Yeah, back called Donut Wars a couple years ago. Those are the only two donut shops in town, so um yeah, and we can't really have donut wars. But yeah, that's a lot of different stuff out there. I wish they had more, but we don't really have much donut. Well, we got it like grocery stores and 7-Eleven, but no Krispy Kreme, no Dunkin'. So yeah, probably. Anyway, that's either here nor there. Um Trying to think if there's anything. Yeah, if you want to hack, you can go down to no, we don't have a Dutch Brothers. Nowhere near. If you want to hack, you can go to McDonald's and make your own snack wrap hack. So I don't know. I don't really have a go-to anymore. Um, I just go with what is out there. I'm really not doing as much fast food much. I mostly go for the new releases, trying to cook at home, trying to work on stuff, try to eat a little bit healthy. I mean, I'll try the new stuff when they release it from the new places. Oh yeah. Ah, God. How long ago was that? Put the Big Mac sauce on the McFlurry, yeah. Big Mac. The Big Mac Flurry. I guess you could do that, I guess. Nah. No, no buffet for you. You no come here anymore. You no come here anymore. You get out. No buffet for you. You scare my wife. Yeah, like I said, check out the new one, the new Bold and the Beautiful, the hack with the snack wraps. Dutch Brothers is a drink slash coffee, kind of like Starbucks type thing. We don't have any, but yeah, you could you could work on your own snack wraps. The buffet, you know, watch the buffet. He keep going. We laundering, we clothes. You no come here anymore. Yeah, we don't have any here. I don't know that we have any anywhere near. People are swearing by it. They're saying we need one here, but we don't have it. We have a Starbucks Pete's Coffee. I think we have a couple other local coffee places. I'm not into coffee much, so I do get into some drink. No soap for you. No soup for you. Nah, no. If you want, unfortunately, if you watch Karate Kid's Legend, yeah, I've had Baskin Robbins. I was just talking about that today. I haven't been for a little while. I know they're getting pricey uh, for the ice cream now. Was it like $5 a scoop? But I did try the one. What was it? I tried the chicken and waffles ice cream, and then it was the Halloween blood ice cream, blood orange one. That one was different. I just don't go to it too often. Nah, no, I don't really have a last meal. Whatever's available, I guess. Yeah, this I get these from. Um, this one's from A&W. When I hacked the wrap, I took the snack wrap, I took out the chicken McCrispy, and I put in nuggets, and I added my own sauce to it, honey mustard and hot mustard. So I'm not a fan of their McCrispy chicken strips. I didn't care for them, so I put my own chicken nuggets in there. Just have to order yourself a snack wrap with no dressing. Put yourself some chicken nuggets and whatever dipping sauce. No, that was only a one-time deal. It's not around anymore. Same with the Nether Flame sauce. Uh, but you can add your different honey mustard, sweet and sour, hot mustard, buffalo. You can get the crispy chili sauce, and I think barbecue. I think it's the only other one. Or you really, I guess you could somehow, if you could get a mac sauce. I don't think they offer it in the cups anymore, but somehow you can get an order of mac sauce on the side. Yeah, we don't have an Olive Garden. That's the local joke around here. They keep saying they're going to open one, and they're not. I haven't been to Olive Garden in a long time. I haven't been to the. I don't even know where the newest one is. They had a lot of different ones. Just haven't. I have not been for many years. From what I understand, yeah, its prices are crazy now. And then you got to pay tips and fees and local fees and whatever, county tax, city tax, whatever. Now that Sizzler is gone, man. And I don't know what they're gonna do with that place. That place that's been Sizzler, it's been what is it? Sizzler, it was place, it was a Mel's Diner for a minute. The last thing it was called Huckleberries. Now it's sitting vacant. I don't know what they're gonna do with it. Closed a couple years ago. So I don't know what they're gonna do. But yeah, it was originally a Sizzler many years ago. But yeah, Sizzlers are pretty much done. Red Robin's gone too. Boston Market's gone too. We had one, and that went away. Yeah, no, I don't know. I don't think they're going to do Peter Weller. I think he's pretty much done. They did a remake of RoboCop. Yeah, with the new crispy mixed strips, it was okay. Yeah, we do have a whole paycheck. I don't go. You can still get the frozen Boston Market meals, I think, in the freezer at your grocery store. I think they have a couple of those, but that's really it. Don't know. Have to take a look. They did have it for a while. No fast food. No slow food. Slow food. Like I said, I'm gonna make my own. I'm gonna start my own business. Talk about it. Make my own thing. I'm gonna call it make your own damn burger. No, I just said I'm gonna open up a place called Make Your Own Damn Burger, and we got damn burgers and damn sauce. You have your damn drink. Get your own damn fries. Yeah, I don't know. I need to go down to Dave's Hot Chicken. I know, to try some of their stuff. Burger World, yes. Waiting for the new seasons. I haven't heard anything about new seasons of it. King of the Hill is coming out in a couple, like a week or two. It's a new one. They had one. I don't know if it's still there anymore. It was like a little drive-through kiosk thing. I don't think they have it anymore. I'm not sure. Kind of, it's kind of gone the wayside. They don't do that much anymore. Like I said, I'm not a coffee person. Ah, okay, yeah. That would make sense. How long has it been? Really? I know they used to have them at the Dollar Tree, but I don't think they don't do much anymore. They had them at Big Lots and Dollar Tree. They were doing the strawberry ones, and I think like the orange cream. I think those were about the only ones. They don't have, and maybe the green tea, but they kind of Stobies kind of went away. They still have New York Seltzer and clearly Canadian. Those have been around for a while. They did bring back Jolt, sort of. So I don't know. All the old classic stuff. Some of them they're doing a revival. Some of them, are gone. Unfortunately, I remember the old school stuff that they don't have much anymore. I know some of them are making a comeback. That's okay. No problem. Like I said, I just been trying to go live and hanging out, talking with what you guys. Jukebox Heroes. Dun, 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 dun. No, no, no IBM. I worked for I worked for a drugstore before the king's stinking son fired me. Yes. The king's stinking son. Okay, boys, have fun storming the castle. Yeah, they do, but we don't have one. That buffets are kind of a thing of the past. I don't even know that we have buffets much here anymore. I think they've all kind of gone. We did have a couple, but Round Table had one. I think they did away with it. I think Mountain Mike still has one. I did years ago. We don't have a hometown one here anymore. What is I don't even know if Golden Corral is still there. It's in another town. I haven't been there for a while. Yeah. Then they used to have Fresh Choice. I think that went away. That was like the salad, Fresh Choice salad soup. Whatever. I haven't been. That was at my mall. Apparently, they're closing everything at the mall. No Pizza Hut. No Pizza Hut. We closed our Pizza Hut. Yeah, you can still find it. You can find a lot of the stuff if you go on Amazon or whatever. You can order some of them. Ah, okay, cool. Yeah, no Arby's anymore. That they had one. I don't even know if it's still there. I don't get out that way that much. Barks Scott Bite. No Raising Canes. No. I don't know. Some of those places are just not available here. I don't know. They don't have plans to have them. Uh, None of them. I want to get a Las Pollos Hermanos. That's actually was an actual place called Twister. No, no Del Taco either. Yeah, I think you can get Red Robin fries, and I think you can get Arby's fries at the freezer in your grocery store, if I remember right. Breaking Bad. Breaking Bad. The Chicken Brothers. Although Gus Fring doesn't manage him anymore. He stepped down. He stepped down when he got blown up. They need a new manager now. Although you can you can get down when you go to the chopper. Yeah, still crack up on that one. No, they don't know. They don't know nothing. I even went through the drive-through in a taco hat. They said nothing. So, yeah, my KFC is KFC and W. And I don't go in. I haven't gone inside. Last time I went inside, they had like shelves, and they put your stuff on a shelf, and you got it to go. Although they're having a thing coming up called the Free Float Day. Coming up, you can get a free A&W. I went there one year, and I did get a ticket for a free root beer float. So I don't know. Or did I just went there the other day? Yeah, I just went to KFC. Yes, I did. I went there, and strangely enough, their website is not advertising certain things. Kind of a hidden menu item. Because when I went through the drive-through, it was only available on the drive-through screen. So I don't know. A lot of hidden stuff. Sometimes you don't even know. And unfortunately, you have to use if you use the app, it's KFC. No, not chicken nuggets. Something else fried. But it's not on the application per se. Didn't know until I got to the drive-through, and it was just a little side item. So I don't know. I still have some old ones of KFC that I gotta check out, and there's a couple other ones. Like I said, I made the rounds the other day. Went out, tried all the new stuff that's out from all the different places. So Juji fruits, I think they're still available. I don't know about the Juji bees. Maybe you can still find those. Those are hard as rocks and awful flavors. Yeah, they have actually discontinued a couple. They discontinued zebra fruit stripe gum, believe it or not. And that's no longer being made. I don't know why. Yeah, well, man, those things are rough. Hard as a rock, and they stick to your teeth. And they had the funky flavors like lavender and all kinds of weird. I don't know. They got well some of the other overseas places. Yeah, also with that coating that they have on that whatever the oil or it's like Vaseline almost that they coat that on there. It's like ugh. Actually, where did I go? Walgreens had a bunch of that. I think I found the jujubes at Walgreens and Juicy Fruit and some of the Neckos and some of those. They still have some of the old time candies. I don't know. All right, see you, Larry. I don't have. They're okay. I mean, I don't go overseas or anything. So, But there's always imports. You can always go to the Asian markets and Daiso store, a couple other places. We got a, what was it, Ranch 99, some other Asian markets. Just haven't checked them out. Haven't been to Daiso store in for like forever. I've been finding a lot of weird stuff online. And one that I just recently, like I said, Snack Attack. Oh, thanks. Yeah, that's yeah, the cat's in the cradle in the silver moon. Da-da-da. Okay, see you, Larry. Yeah, just working on the cats. Started running out of room too, so got my one cat. I wasn't able to put them up tonight. I guess next time I can. I still got my one cat. Haven't put him up. Here is my cat. Now that's my filming location. Yeah, this one's been bound around for a while. Yeah, these actually are embroidered too, so they might not have them anymore. I know that with Zowers and Runts and some of the, I don't know, maybe they're I don't know, maybe they're not around anymore. Not sure. But I do still have I got my nerds. Nerdy. These guys, kind of cool. They're squishy too. Yes, they are the squishy. The squishy nerds. I got them at a place called, what is it? It's Sugar. That's where I got that one too. That the new plush nerd. They actually had a nerd pillow too, but that was a little more expensive. And it had the little nerd figures that go inside of the pillow. But they wanted too much for that one. So they have a lot of, and I see nerd bobblehead. Yeah, just all kinds of fun stuff. Like I said, some of you guys weren't here earlier when I showed you what I got. I got a bunch of new hats. And then I found this one. I'm surprised they didn't have I'm surprised they don't have the hood decal on this one. But yeah, I got the 78 Firebird Johnny Lightning. I don't know why. Thought it would have had the logo, but so yeah, I got that one. All the different ones available. This one was kind of cool. So I got that one. I'm not I don't have anything against anyone. Everybody's all equal according to me. No judgments, no prejudice. Be whoever you want to be. So you appreciate it. No problem. I don't know about a goat. But like I said, everybody's free to be whoever they want. They can do whatever they want. I'm not judgmental. Uh, kind of not really, kind of not really into holidays much anymore. I don't know. Commercial Christmas is a little too commercial right now. Um, I don't know. I know they're already getting out Christmas stuff already. I've been seeing the thing. Pumpkin spice is coming out. Oh my god! I just saw a new item at Jack in the Box. I'm gonna have to go down and check it out. Oh my god! They're starting earlier and earlier every year. Pumpkin spice is out. It's out. The pumpkin spice is out in the stores now. It's still July. And we're getting into October. I know. Hey, they're getting into pumpkin spice. I don't know why. As soon as 4th of July is over, they're gearing up for Halloween. Yes, I've been seeing the pumpkin spice is out. And it's in everything. Everywhere you turn, pumpkin spice. Oh my God, no. Yeah, we're still in summer and they're already getting into fall stuff. So I don't know. Guess they want to get a jump on everything. I just saw the early drop from something at Jack in the Box. I don't know. I will. I'll probably go check it out in the next couple days. I know Friday's going to be a certain drop day for them, so I will check that out. Still actually tried a couple of other items that are out there. New ones, so you'll see those. What else? Stay tuned for the daily reviews that are coming up. Also, you could take the new poll for water. What's your favorite type of water? Um, but yeah, a lot of different stuff. Like I said, I got some new hats. I'm maybe thinking about offering some of them for sale. I don't know if I can find a little bit cheaper or different distributor. Yeah, yeah, squeeze it. I believe it or not, what they had. I actually did some of those. Shamrock shake's okay. Um, they had another one. It wasn't squeeze it. It was something else. It was kind of like that one. Um, yeah, the plastic bottles with the little top. I think I've had the what was it, Kool-Aid or something had that one. I still think you can find the little Hugs bottles. They were the plastic bottles. Hang on a second, guys. I'm gonna be right back. I gotta step away. I gotta get a refill, and I will be right back. Yeah, funny face and all that. Hang on, guys. back. So yeah, yeah, 90s, or you can go to the 80s, I guess. All right, hang on. Oh yeah. Here's one, guys, some of this stuff. I don't know if you guys have watched Squid Games. If you watch the Squid Games, they have this one. This was the game that they played. They flip this down. If it come up one way or the other, I guess you're eliminated. This is actually candy in here. This one's actually got a candy. It's like a gummy and nerd little things in there. I haven't opened it. I will be doing a review on it. And then I also have these, try these tonight. These are the Squid Game chips. Spicy mayo. And I also did get some, this one's called Snack Attack that I got this stuff from. Where is it? Come on, man. Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. They do have Squid Game energy drinks. And they also this one's melon and this one is citrus, I believe. Yes, yeah, this is named after the Squid Game show. So if you're into that one. So that was the newest from them. I actually tried their Squid Game beef jerky that I tried. The red light, green light version, that was all right. What else did I get? And I got some other things. Just a couple of different things. I'm gonna try this one. I've been hearing about this. I saw someone had this one the other day. This is from Guarana, Antarctica. So I'm gonna try that one. And I got this one. I'm gonna try, this is Pepsi Japan Cola. So I'll try that one. And finally I got this one. I think I'll try this. I've tried this one. This is called Balls Cherry Soda. I got this from a place called snackattack.com. They're based out of Canada. They have Squid Games. That's where I got all the Squid Games. So yeah, they had another chip, but they were sold out. It was some kind of other chip, but they did not have it. It was sold out. Unfortunately, sometimes I order stuff from them, and by the time I order it, they're sold out. So they ended up giving me a refund. So you can go to Snack Attack. I think it may be CA because it is a Canadian company. Lots of imports, chips, all kinds of crazy stuff there. Got a lot of stuff there. So check that one out. Also, they got, I've been to other ones called Exotic Snacks. A lot of different Extreme Snacks, I think, is another one that I got. They get a lot of imports, a lot of certain things. Some of them are a little high priced, but they do get them. So yeah, you always find unique stuff online. Chips, drinks, snacks. Well, I try to try the newest one. Yeah, some of them are good. Some of them not so good. I've had some weird stuff from them, believe it or not. And I got some strange stuff. Place called Extreme Snacks. I got some strange stuff coming on the way. Some of them I'm afraid to try. I don't know about it. I don't know. It sounded like a good idea. I don't know if I'm gonna actually have the nerve to actually try it, but hopefully. No, they still will. They're starting season 4. They're gonna film season 4, so they've already gone 3 seasons, so yeah. It's kind of the new fad right now, I guess. The hot issue, I guess. They got a lot of the series and stuff that are out there. Still waiting for some of the new stuff to come out. Yeah, I mean, it's not for everyone. It's a pretty violent show, so that's like I said, not for everybody. I know there's other Stranger Things and series and new things. Well, I tried to watch the one. I watched a couple of them. I have to go back and watch called House of Ninjas. I think I saw that one or two of those episodes. What did I watch? One called Murder Bot. That was one season. That was all right. Kind of weird. What else? Yeah, bits and some of the new stuff. I mean, it's all trending right now. It depends on what you're into. House of Ninjas is a series. I think it's on Netflix. It's about ninjas. Apparently, they something about the one that was invaded and they tried to kill him. They're a bunch of ninjas and doing all kinds of stuff. I don't really remember. I only watched one or two. Yeah, watch an episode or two. If you don't like it, move on to something else. I've actually got into a couple. I tried them, and some of them I watched one or two, and I was like, not for me. But some of them I watched, and they're actually pretty good. Some of them kind of grow on you, though. You can watch them, and then eventually you go, oh well, not too bad. No, not seen that one. Well, I'm old too, so I've seen a few different seasons. Always looking for something interesting to try, or getting into a new season. Some of them they're a little extreme. I don't know. Some of them are not really my genre. I'm not into the horror or the supernatural stuff. Yeah, you can get to them. You just have to, I don't know, set little time aside. They're always coming out with new seasons, new shows. I'm starting to. I'm glad that Strange New Worlds is back. It was like about a 2 year hiatus between seasons, so they're going to start bringing that one back. I watched the first 2 episodes, and they're going to have another one coming up. What else? There was a couple other ones that I was trying to get into. Watching the seasons and watching the new stuff. Still waiting for a lot of different ones. I've been hearing bits and pieces. Yeah, sometimes you get into a show and you get a little bit too much. Yeah, I don't know. Well, the one that was actually really good, and I'm waiting for the new. I don't know if they're going to do a new season. I heard they're doing a spin-off. It was on Apple TV, but you might be able to find it on some of these other ones. It was called For All Mankind, which was actually really good. And they're working on a sequel called Star City. They're just starting filming that. It's probably not going to be out for a little while, but that was actually really good show. It's kind of, what did it go? Four seasons, I think. And it's different because it was kind of a theory type of thing. It was the whole premise was, what if the space race was won by the Russians? The Russians got to the moon first. The Russians started colonizing the moon, and we were secondary, and how things would have changed. So, and then everything in the different presidents, and then the whole space race went differently. They didn't have the disaster. They colonized the moon. The Russians were on the moon. The Americans were on the moon. Then they colonized Mars, and it's like this big kind of cool thing. But you have to get into it. One of those things you got to invest the time in watching all the seasons, and some of them you have to catch up on. But if you find a season or a series that you like, go back and watch some of the older ones if you're into it. Always finding different stuff. Really? I haven't heard. I know that. What did I watch? The one that was. They've had a couple of reboots, and then they had the cartoons, and then they had the. Really, one was what? Was it Megan Fox was in one? Wasn't it? Wasn't that one of the newer ones? I don't know. I haven't really watched. What did I watch? Power Rangers, and some of the other ones were really bad. Waiting for the Fantastic Four. That's coming out in like a couple days, and they're doing another version of Fantastic Four. Was it Fantastic Four First Steps? Because they did Little Caesars did the pizza, the 4-in-1 pizza in honor of the Fantastic Four. Yeah, I think out of all the chicken stuff, I like the nuggets the best. Did not. Oh man, no, this is killing me today. The nuggets are the best. I didn't care for the McCrispy. The McChicken's kind of eh. Oh yeah, the kids. They actually kind of closed that down in my place. They had the kids area, but I don't think they do that anymore. Believe it or not, they used to have. They don't do that anymore. I think they've taken all that stuff out of there. I think it's just seating now. I know it was like a big thing. They remodeled it for the play area and had the part where you put your kids put their shoes, and the parents could relax and let their kids go crazy. Yeah, I think they pretty much closed it off. They might still have it, but they don't let people in it. They don't do the ball pit. They don't do the little tubes that you can crawl in anymore. I think that's kind of done. The ones that were really bad was when they had the outdoor play area and then the metal slide. That was awful because it would sit out in the sun and you go down that slide and burn the heck out of your whatever. And was it the cage, the cheeseburger cage that the kids would get in, and it was like an outside play thing. And that was that was bad. I don't do that much anymore. I don't even actually go in McDonald's anymore. I just do the drive-through. I don't go inside. Um Yeah, the spicy nuggets are not bad. Do you like the ones with the sauce or without the sauce? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Pre-sauced or non-sauced, I guess. Not wild about Burger King's nuggets. I had enough of those. What else was the other one? Carl's Jr. still has their stars. Yeah, barbecue sauce. Guess you can go that route. Yeah, I mostly I'll go through the drive-through. I'll get the stuff when they have them, and they're still doing the little kids meal, the little McDonald's meal. I got a couple of those. Well, we got what, three or four in town, different locations. So depending on where you go, I guess. Because we got the one near me, and then we got one across town, and then we got one by the freeway, and then we got, I think there's another one somewhere else. No, no pizza tonight. No, no pizza. Just chilling with a little bit of a drink tonight. Nothing. Just getting nerdy. Just getting a little nerdy tonight. Nah, we didn't have one of those here, so. But yeah, just having some Mountain Dew tropical lime. I don't. Is this a rebrand or did they actually come out with tropical lime? I don't know. I know. See, because it is now Mountain Dew, not Mountain Dew. And here we're gonna go back to the 80s, dude. Back into the 80s. Totally gnarly. It's a new one. This one's Electric Blue Raspberry. See the neon. Electric Blue. Electric Blue Raspberry. You can't see too much. It's backwards, I know. I just watched that one yesterday. I hadn't seen it for a little while. If you ever watched the movie called Electric Dreams, I hadn't seen that one for a little while. That was straight out of the 80s, man. When home computers were the fad. Actually, not a bad movie. Yeah, Edgar the Computer and Culture Club songs, and he took over. It was a pine cone computer, but it was a spoof on Apple. The computer it was original AI thing. The computer took over his life and tried to steal his girl. It just makes me think of that one. Electric Dreams. Yeah. Well, we used to do crazy stuff and it didn't matter. I remember I used to do the ride my skateboard down the hill. Standing up. Then jump into the bushes. If a car was coming, instead of going out into the street, jump in the bushes to the side. I don't know. I don't do that anymore. Shook it off, man. Shake it off. No pads, no. Yeah, Doom, Duke Nukem. That was another one. Duke Nukem Doom Descent was another one. That was Starship type thing. They're very simple. There were a couple other like shooter type games. Yeah. Well, kids just shook it off. Yeah, Doom 3D, I think was the other one. I remember you do the cheat codes on Doom. Walk through walls, God mode, whatever else. Or you play Sim City, that was another good one. Sim City, where you can get an endless cash. I haven't even. It's been so long since I played Doom. I don't remember Duke Nukem. Then you got into the other ones. Adventure games, and was it? They used to have the ones. Might and Magic and Ultima, Diablo, some of those other ones. Those were like the PC games were like big time. Used to play those all the time. Yeah, I like those. I remember Pool of Radiance and oh yeah, Leisure Suit Larry. Leisure Suit Larry in the Land of the Lounge Lizards. And then yeah, there was a couple other ones. And then they had the text games. Old school Zork. Yeah, then they started getting a little crazy. Then it was all point and click, and then they had some of those other games. What was it? Eye of the Beholder, Might and Magic, Ultima, like Ultima Underworld. There was a couple other that I used to play. I'm trying to remember some of them. The old SSI games too. Dragonlance. Yeah, then they got Zork and Venture and all those old games. I used to play those all the time. Secret of Monkey Island. That one. I don't play those. Like I said, I have a tablet. I play stuff on the tablet. I've been getting into Diggy's Adventure. That's mostly what I play. But I'm starting getting into some new ones. One is called Magic Cabin. Yeah, Secret of Monkey Island and Secret of Monkey Island 2. What was the other one they had? Info games. That used to be, was it Leather Goddess of Phobos? What's the other one? Day of the Tentacle. That was another one. I'm trying to remember some of the other ones that they had. Myst. That was another one that was kind of a weird. Point and click like adventure type games. Haven't some of those. No, I don't remember that one. I can't get into these gaming systems because they cost way too much, and then you gotta pay what, $50 a pop for games. Alone in the Dark. Yeah, some of those old school ones. And you had to buy the disc for them. Install your game. Old school, man. That was back in the day. Classic. Could type in adventures and all that stuff. Or if you go online, I remember long time ago, used to pay to go to you would go to the lab and you would pay for computer time. I forgot about that one. There was like a classic online adventure, the type-in game, where you were in like a maze, kind of like Zork. And what they had, all that old online text type adventure games. Real basic back then. I was looking at some of the old ones from the old VIC-20 and Commodore 64. Oh yeah, Pac-Man, Asteroids, Space Invaders, Stargate, Galaxian, Galaga. What was the other one? Xevious. What's that other one? Zaxxon. That was the one I'm thinking of. Tempest. That was like, I remember Tempest was like insane. Used to play that all the time. And then they had a weird ones that Burger Time, Kangaroo, Mappy. God, old school ones. I'm trying to remember. Well, of course, Pac-Man and Mrs. Pac-Man and Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, the original one. Remember the Street Fighter had those giant buttons, you had to slam them down. Those were tough. They were tiring. Gravatar, what was the one? Sinistar. That was the other one. Satan's Hollow. Wow, these are getting old school, man. Oh, and then they had the gun games, and oh boy, there were so many of them. I used to play the old time arcade games. Haven't done them, but you had to play for a quarter. Or the tabletop version, Missile Command. That was good. The trackball, and what was that one? Well, then the Tron video games, and what was that? A Battle Zone, the tank one. What's that one called? Frontline. That one was a pain in the butt to because you had to rotate the thing and push it, and I didn't care for that. It was Roboton 2064, I think it was called. Smash Brothers. Wow, old school, man. I'm tripping on all the old games I used to play all the time. Well, then they had the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle ones. What was it? The other one? The Simpsons had a video game. You had multiplayer. Oh, Gauntlet. That was my jam. Used to play Gauntlet all the time. Because I worked at a pizza parlor. And we had the Gauntlet game. And then after hours, when we would close up, we would play Gauntlet. Yeah. Oh yeah, Moon Patrol Dig Dug. Yeah, that was it. Joust. Yeah, we used to play the Gauntlet all hours of the day. We'd close up the restaurant and we knew how to get into the we knew how to get into the coin slot and just get free credits. 3 a.m, we'd be playing Gauntlet video game at the pizza parlor after we closed. One time the cops came by because we were there late at night. Everything was closed up and we were playing Gauntlet at 3 a.m. They're knocking on. Are you guys okay? There's no one breaking it? No, we work here. Gauntlet. Shinobi, that was the other one. It was cool. Forgot about that one. Yeah, all the old school games, man. NES Classic, yeah, all the old stuff. I don't know that they do them much anymore, but yeah, you can still find them. And then they had Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat. There was a whole bunch of different ones. And unfortunately, when I worked at that pizza parlor, people would come in and the parents didn't know, but the kids would raid the parents' desk, and they'd come in with, like, dollar bills or old quarters or silver dollars, and they'd cash them in for quarters. They didn't know when they gave this stuff to you. It'd be like silver certificates or silver coins, because it was mom and dad's coin collection. They were in for a surprise. Yeah, so yeah, they used to come in all the time, get quarters, and play the games and whatnot. Yeah. I don't know. Did I ever see that one? I don't know. Play that one. But yeah, so the old school games were always fun. So yeah, occasionally you see an arcade game here and there, but I don't think we have any arcades anymore. They used to have them at the malls, but I don't think so anymore. I used to have the one for my Commodore 64. I had the cool joystick with the pistol grip and the button on top and the suction cups and the adjustable thing. That was all. Not just the regular Atari style joysticks that broke up. Get the real good stuff. Remember, I had the trigger button on the top, and the adjustable tension, and it had the suction cup and all that stuff. Oversized pistol grips. I just saw it. Atari 2600 is coming out with a collectible colored Pac-Man controllers. I just saw that. So they're redoing the 2600 with the joysticks in like yellow, blue, Inky, Binky, Pinky, and Clyde. I just saw that one. A picture of it, I guess. I don't know when it's coming out or whatever in that. I just saw something about it. Pac-Man inspired game controllers for the 2600. Yeah, look it up online. I just happened to see something about it. Hi, Tazzy. Yeah, Inky, Binky, Pinky, and Clyde. And Sue. I think that was another one. Miss Pac-Man had it. Hey, they had Pac-Man Jr. I forgot about that one. Never got into the Pac-Man. Yeah, and then they got some of them I've seen that you can get all of them all in one little game controller. I think the Atari had now it's got the controller that's got the games all built into one, and yeah, it's not quite the same. Had to have all the different cartridges, or if you had was it GameCube or whatever. I don't know much about Game Gear. I had the only game systems I had were the Atari 2600, the original Xbox, and the Nintendo 64. I haven't done anything with the PlayStation or any of the new stuff. I don't have any of the new stuff out there. I don't know. But yeah, they got all the different stuff, the emulators and stuff. You can still find them, but haven't played them in a long time. I had a Game Boy SP, the one that folded. I had that for a minute with the little games, but that was really it. It's been so long since I've had anything game system wise, anyways. Haven't done that. But I guess if you're really into the gaming and, you know, series and whatever system you have, I guess works for you. Everybody's a little bit different. Some of them are way into the newest ones. I just can't see paying that kind of money that they're charging. You know, a couple $100 for a system, and then what, 50, 60 bucks a pop for a game. Nah, not so much. Not edamame? Can't get in. Nah. Yeah, they have some might be able to pick up some old ones cheap. Yar's Revenge, wow. An adventure with a really duck-looking dragon thing. And if you were really good, you used the bridge to find the little dot and uncover the Easter egg. And you put the dot by the edge of the thing, and then you saw the creator's name. I remember that. How long ago was that? It was real simple. It was a duck dragon. It was a red dragon, yellow dragon, black dragon. The sword was an arrow. You had a bridge, and then you had to get the cup. The damn bat kept stealing your cup. How long ago was that? Yar's Revenge was a great one. I remember playing that all the time. Well, and then you got into the Activision with the Pitfall and some of those other ones. Yeah, I remember that. Red Ring of Death. And if you were really into it, the Nintendo 64, you had to blow on the cartridges to get them to work. Because it wouldn't connect up. They'd get dust on there. You had to pray that you got a good connection and you got it cleaned. That's how long ago was that? Back in the old days, man, they don't do that much anymore. I don't know. I haven't bought an actual video game for like ever. For PC or anything like that. Yeah, I had the Nintendo 64. That was cool for its day. But yeah, not into the new stuff. Yeah, I guess you had to do that. Hi. What you doing, Taz? Tazzy. Tazzy, what are you doing? No. No, Taz, go. Yeah, Doritos. I did the Doritos gummies the other day. If you saw that one. Come on, Taz. Tazzy, no. Getting fur everywhere. Oh yeah, those were classics. Super Mario. No, Taz. Nah, he's on the ground over here. He won't come down. He's in the picture. Come on, Tazzy. He's getting fur everywhere now. I can't pick him up. He weighs too much. The dang cat weighs too much. He doesn't like getting picked up. What did I have? I had the one, was it Super Brawl or Starcade or something like that? I had that one. One of the fighting games. It was classic. You can make your own characters and fights. I don't remember. I hadn't played that one in a long time. Been many years since when did Nintendo 64 come out? Like 80s? 90s? No, it's Tazzy. The real cat. He's down on the floor and he's bugging me. Now go. You got food. I already fed you. Come on. I don't know. I saw the preview for it. Looked okay. The first one was all right. The remake a couple years ago. Mortal Kombat. Still like the original one though. I never got into the Zelda. Never got into that one. Yeah, and the Johnny Cage, Scorpion, and get over here. Flawless victory. The animation was not as good. The original one was the best. Kind of true to the movie. Was true to the video game. I don't know. Yeah, I like the original one. Tazzy, where are you going? Bye. Yeah, that's yeah, I did see something about, I guess the new one's more about Johnny Cage. I guess he's like the main focus of it, maybe? I don't know. But really, I haven't seen I never played that one. Never got into the Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic and Battlefront, and there are a couple other Star Wars. I never got into those. Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately, that's kind of what I grew up on, was all the old Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter. And although they didn't do a bad job making the Street Fighter movie with Jean-Claude Van Damme. I hadn't seen that one for a while. Just maybe I have to go back and watch that one. Then they did what was a Legend of Chun-Li, which was okay. I kind of liked it. But they got a lot of stuff coming out. With Bob Hoskins, I think, was in the one. Then they had the Mario Brothers, Super Mario Brothers TV show with Captain Lou. That was bad. Yeah. What are you doing, Taz? What do you want? You're bugging the heck out of me. Yeah, I don't remember the Saturday morning cartoons. They used to have those all the time. The Super Mario Brothers show and all the animated. Everybody had an animated show. The video games had them. People had them. I don't know. Got a little bit nuts. Yeah, Super Mario. I don't know. The newer stuff is not, it's not quite the same. But it is what it is. Roger Rabbit. Please. How long ago was that? Who framed Roger Rabbit? Maybe, I don't know. They got stuff in the works, so I would not be surprised. They're doing reboots and doing new stuff. Yeah, Who Framed Roger Rabbit? Oh, okay. Yeah. There's lots of stuff though to check out. Always coming out with new reboots and new spins on stuff, I guess. I'm not up on the new video games, so. So, anyways, what? Azzy. Come on, stop it. Go away. Go. You're driving me nuts, cat. I fed you already. There's food down there. Yeah, he's bugging the heck out of me tonight. What do you want? I don't know, I guess he's getting antsy or whatever. I have to give him some treats or something after I'm done here. So he's going cuckoo. Guess it's late at night and they want their treats, they want their stuff. You get to the chopper. He always wants attention. He got his bag, he got his food, he got everything. And now all you're doing is getting fur everywhere. Yeah, the burger. What kind of burger? Miss Swan burger. You look like a man. Okay, well, that's not a good thing. But yeah, he's just Mrs. Swanaburger. A burger. What kind do you? No, Tazzy, no. Stop. Go away. Why do you do this all the time? Come on now, go. Yeah, it's been a while since Blockbuster. Oh yeah, sure. Trying to apologize. Yeah, there are a lot of sketches with her. Mrs. Swan. I haven't watched some of those, or classics. Yeah, that was a movie. That was okay. No, what did I don't even remember what happened to it. Back from the 80s, somewhere along the line, I didn't have a whole lot. I had an Atari stand that I made when I was in junior high for it to put, and then the shelf for the video cartridges and stuff. Everybody made that. That was like their project. So I don't have much from back then, although I still do have the one. I need to figure out what to do with that one. Never finished it. It was a high school project. I need to get a hold of a buffing machine or something like that. Yeah, it's all different. Yeah, it's been a long time, and it's getting close to that time, and I think I should probably wrap it up too. I'm starting to lose the voice, and I have to work on some other stuff and then get stuff. I'll be back on Friday, by the way, so you guys can see me again on Friday. Maybe I'll have a little stuff. Like I said, I did buy some hats, and I'll think about maybe selling them or something like that. So if you guys are interested, let me know. There will be a review coming up in about 5 minutes, so you can check that out as well. Also take part of the poll about what's your favorite style of water. That's the new one for the week. Daily reviews, and like I said, Friday I'll do another. I will be doing a live stream on Friday, so you can check that out as well. Thanks for hanging out tonight, guys. Thanks for just chatting and having a little bit of fun. I hope you guys have a great week, and you guys find something to do, and maybe we'll talk about more stuff on Friday. Might have some other stuff for you guys. All right, guys, have a good night, everyone, and take care, and I will see you all Friday night into Saturday. So have a good one. Take it easy, and stay cool or warm depending on wherever you're at. It's been a little cool here, so thanks for dropping in, guys. I appreciate it, and I will see you on the next one.